Like you can save 40,000 now, but in 20 years with inflation, it's going to be a completely different number. Like it's all when you talk about specific dollar amounts, it's all relative.
What do you mean? How would it go up?
Because of
they would
inflation.
have to change the federal minimum wage for it to go up.
Like
No.
Inflation itself.
Did you not listen to what I just said?
Is a fucking man-made concept.
Said base
Inflation
their
is not a
salary
man-made
off of
concept.
the federal
Inflation is
minimum
100%
wage.
No, inflation is caused by the government printing money. That's not a man-made
I didn't
concept.
say that.
No, I'm saying that's what inflation is.
Inflation
okay,
is
but
because companies don't want to take a profit.
How would
come on,
inflation
that's
affect
not true.
that?
That is 100% true.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said the reason why inflation exists is because companies would rather watch the country starve than to
That's
just roll
such
back prices.
bullshit.
Bro, we watched it for 4 years, dog.
Inflation
That
happens-
wasn't companies. That was the government.
You can't fuck.
It was because of the COVID lockdowns and shit. They took
COVID
and they
lockdowns
printed
didn't
money.
happen.
They took money and they printed money. They gave welfare checks to the big companies. It was not. God damn it, man! It has nothing to fucking do with that. Look up inflation. Look up inflation right now and tell me what the definition is. It has nothing to do with companies. It's purely from government printing money and devaluing it.
Again, bro, but we're talking about pieces of fucking paper.
Well, kind of cloth.
Inflation is the rate of increase in prices over a given period of time. Inflation is typically a broad measure, such as overall increase in prices or the increase in the cost of living in a country. It doesn't have anything to do with businesses, man. It's the government is what controls the value.
Oh, here
the
we go.
government
Scroll down. Scroll down.
The government gives. So let me get this straight. The government gives companies all this money.
That they print.
Yeah, they're. No, it's not that they.
Yes,
print.
that's
It's
it. They
that
print
fucking
it.
take from
That's what happened
taxes,
during
bro.
COVID. They printed a fuck ton of money, and that's why the inflation went up. It's not because. What'd you just say?
I don't know, bro. You got all the answers, big dog.
Oh, god damn.
I'm just trying to remember what you just said.
I love seeing him get you heated up like you got me heated up last time, dude. He tried to tell me that fucking you can't just have an idea. Like if you have an idea that sounds like a good idea, but you put it into practice and it never turns out a good idea, that like it's just not a good idea. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm like, you could still have an idea that's a good idea, but then people fuck it up. And he was like, no.
What's the point?
Well,
Why talk about anybody else besides people?
Why that wasn't the fucking part of the argument, though. Is the question wasn't what's the point? The statement was, this is how it goes. You can have a good idea that people then fuck up continuously. So it's like, okay, we can't put this idea into practice because people are going to fuck it up. Now, you could ask after that, what's the point? That's fair, but that comes after.
Okay.
All I'm saying is,
Okay.
all I'm saying is, if all the world leaders came together and was all like, hey, the world's fucked right now. Maybe let's not try to raise shit and just get shit figured out.
The world leaders do not.
And that's the problem.
The world leaders
That's
do not give a fuck about us.
That's a really good idea.
Like,
But when we put that into practice,
That's why I say
they
it's
will fuck it
That's
up.
why I say it's a man-made idea because man could end it as simply as it started.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
Wait. And what as simply as it started?
All the bullshit.
inflation, bro.
No, they can't. It's out of their control. The government prints money. It doesn't have anything. In a free market, things don't get more expensive. They get cheaper. Government makes things more expensive.
I think money, we should just get rid of money. I think we should just get rid of money.
Go
All
back
of
to
it.
fucking gold, dude.
Not necessarily.
I would love to go back to gold. That'd be great.
Why? We'd all be poor as fuck.
And if
Yeah,
we,
because of inflation.
listen, if we go back to a
No,
gold
it's 'cause we don't
standard,
have any gold.
if we go back to gold,
Because of inflation. Because instead of
I'll
gold, the
tell you
government
this.
printed money. They were like, okay, we're gonna just have money.
don't
And then in
have
World War
gold,
II, at the end of World War II, France demanded their gold back, and the U.S. was just like, well, fuck. I guess we don't have any. Shit, you're out of luck. What are you gonna do about it?
Again, the reason why we don't have any gold is because a bunch of people got together and was all like, hey, let's use this paper shit instead.
well, I'll tell you what. If we go back to gold, there's one thing for sure that's going to happen, Africa's gonna get a lot more fucked up from other people than it's already been. All right, they're gonna be like, "Hey, Africa, sorry, you're fucked. We gotta go back to gold, so we're gonna need all of your fucking land."